Well, hello, greetings and welcome. So happy to see you. So, do you ever wonder how combining hypnosis and meditation can elevate your joy, your health, your success in life? I've always wondered that myself. Also, can't hear me? Okay, hey, we're checking out and making sure everything's working right. Let's see here. So can't hear me. All right. It's working. Okay. All right. Sorry. We're having a little glitchy tech issues. My daughter's helping me on the other side of technology to make sure you can hear and see me okay. All right. So have you ever wondered what it might be like to be a successful author, hypnotherapist, coach, or basically an entrepreneur creating lifestyle freedom for you and your family? Woo woo! That's what we are here all about here on HypnoProfessional. So, hi, I'm Suzie Bowers, and I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I'm the founder of HypnoProfessional and your hostess with Everything Hypnosis Expert Interview Series 2022 on February. Today is 2/2/2/2/2. That's right, February 2nd, 2022. We got some major twos in the house. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Just take a minute and drop a note below. Give us a comment. Let us know where you're joining us from. Love to hear from you. And also, you have to give us permission for us to see your comments so that our two platforms, the Book of Faces and Be Live, can work together. And then that way we can answer your questions. But here we go. I'm so excited. Check it out. We're going to have some fun today. All right. I'm just being goofy today. I'm sorry. I like to have a good time when I do this. And I'm so excited because today I have the distinct privilege of welcoming a new friend and colleague, the founder of RISE Hypnotic Meditation. This is something that she's just recently launched after 20 years as a practitioner, as a craniosacral therapist, which is an amazing technology. And as a hypnotherapist for 14 years, she is going to share with us her new program, RISE Hypnotic Meditation, and how we can combine those two things to create and achieve success in our lives. So please help me welcome Mary Welp. She's coming live to us from Kentucky, from Louisville. So give me just a second here, and we will get Mary up here. Here she comes. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to have such a great time. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to elevate everyone's hypnotic awesomeness. That's right. Yeah, hypnotic awesomeness. So I'm going to be really goofy today because I can.
That's right.
All right.
It's your show.
Yeah, well, why not? We got to have fun. It's all about enjoying our lives, right? That's what I keep telling my teenager. Be happy. It's a choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Mary, so much for joining us today. And for our wonderful visitors and guests, please, drop us a note. If you have questions for Mary, please drop them in there and we'll be checking the chat, but you do have to give us permission. So let us know where you're visiting from, where you're viewing us from. So, all right, Mary, let's get started. So I have some questions for you. I'm very curious about this. I visited your website. You have some great stuff going on. I love what you're doing to really help the world. And it's amazing. So share with us, if you would, how did you get started in the healing profession and, as a I always say that wrong, craniosacral therapist. And then how did that get into hypnotherapy?
Gosh, I'll try to make it a short story, but as our lives are, they're long stories and everything kind of, layered on top of everything else. But I was kind of late to body work. I was 40 before I'd ever had a massage, before I had known the ability of the body and the mind and the spirit and the desire that they have to heal and how much our spirit wants to be fully present in this life.
Oh,
and, that kind of talk and the word chakra and the word Reiki and things like that, I'd never heard before. So it kind of found me. And the more I stepped into that world, the more the lights started coming on and I started realizing what gifts I had and started using them in my clients, as all of our clients do validate our work. So as I was doing this body work with people, they were falling asleep on me. And they'd also walk in the door knowing what they wanted to work on, what they wanted to heal, where their blocks were and their obstacles were. And they would also mention that to me. So with those two things in mind, I thought, well, this would be a perfect opportunity to do some hypnosis or some imagery or plant a suggestion while they're extremely relaxed and they've already told me what they want to work on. So I went and got my hypnotherapy license and my certification at that point in 2007. So I started marrying body work and hypnotherapy quite a while ago. And it wasn't called RISE Hypnotic Meditation at the time, but I started teaching my clients self-hypnosis, or a type of self-hypnosis, so that they could continue the work between sessions. And my clients would come back and tell me, well, you helped me work through my sleep issues, but now I started working it on boundaries. I started addressing that myself. So I noticed that people were taking this work and really continuing to grow with it in their lives. So when the pandemic happened and I'm sitting at home and wondering how I'm going to, I still have a lot of life left in me and I still have a lot of work to do. And I love the work that I do.
Well, you're only 29. What did first you do?
Yeah, right. I love how you are with math.
Yeah, I'm not good at math.
So
the spirit is eternal, Mary. The spirit
isn't it though? Oh, I feel younger and younger all the time. You are so right about that. I think I felt so much older and heavier and weighed down by life when I was 40 before I ever started this journey than I am now. Absolutely.
We have a couple hellos. Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Teresa.
Mary Hollister says, hi, Mary.
So good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Having you on the show. So thanks, yes. Teresa. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. So very cool. And then, so tell us about RISE. I'm fascinated by you. And I'm going to share this with you really quick.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful, and she's actually been a mentor, a friend. We did a lot of shamanic work together for many years, and she was my massage therapist and my doula. And she, even though she's not a hypnotherapist and I am, she would incorporate some guided imagery into my massages, and I'm telling you what, it's amazing. Oh,
it's a powerful combination.
Absolutely.
It really is. Yeah, it's that 1-2 punch, and you don't have to wonder if people are relaxed enough or they're deep enough, because the body work already takes them there. That energetic work, really, and calming all the energy that we have and getting everything calm. It's just such a wonderful time for suggestion. But I didn't call it RISE then. As I sat home and wondered how I could bring this work that I was doing one-on-one with people out into the world now, since my office is closed and I'm no longer doing one-on-one work. I was sitting one night doodling and thinking about this, and RISE came to me in a flash. It came to me. And it was the 4 steps. It's an acronym. So it's relax, imagine, suggest, empower.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
And to me, it was just really simplifying what sometimes seemed like a complicated process in trying to explain self-hypnosis to people. I kept trying to simplify it and kind of dummy it down, really, as much as possible. Because when you get into all the specifics of it, it was too overwhelming for people. They're like, just tell me what will make me feel better. Tell me what will help me sleep. Tell me what will help me be more patient. So by using that acronym.
I need that patient thing.
With the acronym, I think it just makes it really simple. So you're not looking at a piece of paper when you lie down and close your eyes. You just know to relax. R is for relax, and to do a body progressive scan and take deep breaths, and how to really focus your energy inward and to kind of cut off the noise that's around you. And then imagine is a safe and a happy place for you, and really bringing up the senses and bringing that place as alive as possible. The smells, the feels, the sights, the colors, the sounds. And then suggest is optional. There's different ways to do suggest. So we talk about affirmations and also metaphor, regression, contingent suggestion, some of the different ways that you can, work with suggestion. And then empower is, really, if you're going to give up something, or if you're going to change or shift an energy in your life, what are you going to replace it with? What do you want to have more of in your life? So I developed this. I wrote up a workbook. We have the RISE workbook, and started teaching it in yoga studios and different mental health clinics, and wherever I'm welcomed, I go and I teach RISE and try to spread it. And I've been very encouraged by how much people really are looking for tools to work on themselves. We're not getting together the way we used to. We're not going to our appointments and taking care of our, we need self-healing now more than ever.
Oh, people are starved.
They really are. Touch. They really are. And we need tools. We need something that we can, lie down and work on ourselves and calm ourselves and reground and balance ourselves. And I have found RISE just a very wonderful way to do that.
I think it's beautiful. I love that. And so let's talk a little bit, because a lot of times people don't understand about suggest and really the best and most beneficial ways to work with affirmation. So could you give a couple examples? Like, let's say if I wanted to be, maybe I wanted to be more conscious of my eating habits, that sort of thing. Let's say I want to lose weight or something. I'm just going to put that in that framework. If I wanted to lose weight and I just want to, kind of avoid some unhealthy habits and that sort of thing, what kind of suggestion would you drop in after you've done your relaxation?
Gone to your pretty place. I would, for weight, I recommend that it's kind of a multi-layered approach. That first you look at what you do eat and the foods that you like. Maybe you like sodas, or you like juices or drinks that have high calorie or high sugar in them. Maybe the first week, or maybe just the first day or two that you approach RISE with it, you try to replace those drinks with water. And get yourself to where you really are you want that water. That water is so delicious. It's so cool. It's so delicious.
That thought in there. I love fresh, cool water kind of thing. Yeah,
and do that. And then once you really, you want the water, you're no longer interested in the soda. You're no longer, and that happens pretty quickly when you're ready. It really does. And then looking at when you go to those foods that you want to eliminate, or you want to maybe watch out for a little bit more and be a little more guarded about, and why you go to those types of foods.
And this can work in any area. It could work in being happy. It can work in having positive relationships. It could work in creating prosperity. It's a powerful time to program your own mind.
Right. Because it is not only what you want to give up. It's not just about bad habits and imprints and fears. It's also about what you want more of. Do you want to, run that next marathon a little bit faster? Do you want to be a little bit happier? Do you want to have more patience? Do you want to put the cell phone down a little more often? Is that getting in the way of your relationships? There's many, many ways to use this.
So you have a new book coming out, and I'm really excited about that because I'm an author, and honestly, I have 2 books coming out too. I'm getting ready to publish in a collaboration with the HypnoBiz, Selena Dorsey, and 25 other empowered women entrepreneurs. I'm really excited about that. And I'm also coming out with a book. The names change a little bit, but it started out as your 6-figure hypnosis business. It's now Suzie Bauer's 6-figure success system. But that's coming out, and that'll be all over the place. But so I love it. And then we didn't get a chance to really chat too much, but I'm also author of 10 Keys to Living a Soul Life, which is part of the journey I take my clients through in hypnotherapy. But I love to support other authors because I have such a passion for it. So please share about your book. I know you have the self-healing book behind you. So what's that one all about?
Well, the self-healing book, I have it here. It's a wonderful publisher, Laura DeFranco, and she gets different healers together and has each one of us write a chapter. So I'm chapter 12 in this volume 5. It came out in December.
That's awesome.
It has a story about me and how I got started in this, and got started in really stop trying to control my life and let my life control me a little bit. And how it really brought me to this work by surrendering. And then it talks about RISE, and it talks.
That's a great distinction.
It gives a tool. Yeah.
And 12, what a great number. That's a 3 in numerology. So that's a great number for a chapter.
And then RISE, which is my logo here, which will be on the cover of the book. It comes out in 2 weeks. It'll be on Amazon in 2 weeks. Right now they're doing the ebook. And it is really the workshop. So if you'd like to know about RISE, if you don't have friends to get together and have the workshop come and visit you, you can buy the book. It'll be online on my website, and then also on Amazon, as I'd said, and hopefully we'll get it in some bookstores too. But it really breaks down the system. It also helps you to individualize it as a meditation practice. So a lot of people get scared with both the words meditation and hypnosis. To calm your mind and to just think about one thing, or to calm the busy mind, is very scary and feels almost impossible sometimes. So this is a way to calm the mind and to give it something to do during its meditation. Instead of just asking it to quiet, we're actually putting it to work to do something positive.
I love it. We all need help with things, and having someone facilitate that for you makes a huge, huge difference.
Yeah.
Plus it elevates the energy and the vibration when you work together. So RISE, so this is your new book coming out, and you wanted to make a little special gift offer today.
Please.
Go ahead and share that. I put your website is up on our page right now.
Right.
You said anybody, first 3 people that sign up on your website to join your newsletter will get a free copy of RISE.
I'll send it to you. Yeah. If you could leave your email address, I will email you to get your snail mail address. And as soon as I get those physical copies, first day, they'll be in the mail to you.
That is awesome. That is very
Love
generous
of
you. Absolutely. And that's, I believe, so part of the HypnoProfessional motto here is passion, purpose, prosperity. But when we do this work, Mary, what you're doing, and I'm just so grateful for you, what you are doing is you're helping people to overcome their lower vibrational emotions and energies and raising them up with this RISE system. So it really elevates everyone around them. It elevates their families, their environment, their workplace. So lifting the vibration of the whole planet, it does expand.
Don't just do it for yourself. Do it for everybody else too.
Well, as you're doing it for yourself, that just kind of happens automatically because your joy just radiates out of you in a different way. So I really appreciate this work you're doing, and congratulations on your book, both books. That's very, very exciting. So let's see what else I wanted to. Oh, I know that this is probably the most important part. So you're going to be a presenter this year, first time presenter at HTL. So Hypnothoughts.
I am very excited.
Anniversary.
I have never been to this conference before, so I'm very privileged and honored and feel graced to be asked to be on a panel. So I can show RISE a little bit to people, because I think it's also helpful to hypnotherapists. I think it would be a great practice to share with their clients so that they can keep the work going between sessions. And
absolutely. What a great thing to add in as one of your modalities.
It's
what's fun about being hypnotherapists is we have so many tools and so many things to learn and share. And it's just a blast being a hypnotherapist and a coach. Super, super fun. So I love that. And I'm sure a lot of hypnotherapists and coaches there will take advantage of your program.
Oh, I hope so.
So we'll be in Las Vegas, baby.
Yeah. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you.
It's going to
be fun. You guys sound like a really fun group. I've never been to a conference before where I had to consider my costume that I'm wearing, or how my bowling game is, or, now I know how to hang paneling in my house.
And don't forget the pajama party.
The pajama party. Right. So, I have a lot to consider.
Hypnothoughts Live, I was very fortunate and privileged to be able to be a presenter the very first year. And I have been scheduled to present. I've been there again and presented. And then I was scheduled in 2020. And then with everything going on, I couldn't make it. I had have an autistic teenager who was struggling with the shutdowns and stuff. It was just, there was just too much going on. So I'm really excited to be back this year as well. I'll be on a panel with you. And we're going to have such a good time. But you got to watch out. This group's crazy. The event, the convention is at the end of July and the first part of August. Now, if you are interested in finding out more about that, something you'd like to attend in Las Vegas, It is a blast if you're interested in hypnotherapy, you want to get certified. We have all sorts of courses and classes that are included, and also ones you can pay for to get your certifications and different things before and after the conference. Private message me or drop a comment below, and we'll make sure and get you that information so that you can join us there. It is a hoot. It's lots of fun. And I'll tell you what, it will just elevate your awesomeness for sure.
Always up for that.
So, Mary, you have been an entrepreneur for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You have. So one of the things that HypnoProfessional is all about is helping other business entrepreneurs to put the systems in place and be successful, to find a way to be successful so that we can help more people. I mean, that's really what we're all about, but we need to be successful as well. So you've had a lot of success in your business. Would you please, if you wouldn't mind, share some of the tips? What would you suggest somebody maybe even just starting out in this field now, or someone wanting to create that kind of success? What would be your let's say your top 3 or 4 tips you would give us?
Well, you've got to love it. It has to be a passion. It has to be something that you're excited to get up and do every day, that you're never bored of, you're never tired of. Not that you don't need rest, not that you don't need to rejuvenate now and then. But when you love something and when you have passion for something, it's contagious. And it does really, you share that energy with other people, and that brings that in. I never had to market when I did body work. It was a word of mouth business, and it would just come because I loved it so much that people would send their friends. So that would be my first suggestion. My second suggestion would be to get help where you need it. I have a beautiful website, but I really had very little to do with it. I hired a really great web designer who's also a composer, I found out, and a musician. So he's actually written music to add to the videos. He's taken my videos and just made them beautiful and cut out what wasn't beautiful, and has just really been a great sense of support for me as well. And he's also helping me with my social media. And these are things I've never done before, because I've been for 20 years, I was one-on-one in my dark little office. And I really didn't have the need for the new way of doing business. And it does seem like now I'm stepping into the business world again. It's different now. It's really about educating people. I felt like before you had to hold back your proprietary knowledge, and you would dole it out, in little bits and pieces as it was paid for. And now it's like just everybody shares. You want it on social media. You want your information out there. And I find it really refreshing.
Yeah, we're definitely living in a new world.
Yes, it is. And there it is. It's, it's a different way.
The same principles apply. So a couple of things I heard you say there, I'm going to kind of,
Yeah.
One of the things you said is something that I share all the time. Everything about growing your business and everything great in life is about building relationships. And obviously you did that really well because you had a wonderful referral business going on. That's a big key to the whole thing, is building those relationships and staying in touch with people and letting them know that you care about them. Mm-hmm. The other thing I heard you say was that we could be really good at what we do. Like, you were obviously amazing at what you do and still are, but it doesn't mean you're good at marketing, technology, social media, and building a website. And so that's some of the services we offer at HypnoProfessional as well, to take that off your plate. So it is really important that you invest in your online real estate. Some of the biggest mistakes I see coaches and hypnotherapists make is not investing, not understanding that is really key to it's the whole hub of everything you do. And especially more so today, since the pandemic and all the shutdowns. Today, more than ever, you've got to be visible online and make the connections just like you would in person, and helping. And you're going to help more people that way. So that's what I heard right there. Is that what you were trying to say?
Absolutely. That was in there somewhere. Yeah.
I love the way you said it, though. And anything else?
No, I think mostly just do what you love. And even in the hypnotherapist field, if you love doing regressions with people, but you really don't like the smoking, not smoking, or there's a certain part of it that really isn't your thing, I would try to let that go and focus on what you love. And then that will build because you love it.
That is a great tip. Focus on what you love. I completely agree. You want to work with people that you want to work with.
Yes.
There's plenty of people out there that need your services, that need our help, and that will benefit. But not everybody's a good fit for everybody. And I always say that there's no competition. I'm not a believer in competition.
Right.
Because you have your own unique way of showing up for people, and those people that are going to be ideal to work with you are going to be attracted to your energy. So I really believe that too. And that's why I love doing this interview thing, Mary, because I like connecting with all my colleagues. Everyone's got something new and beautiful to bring to the party. Always a lot of fun. So, all right. So tell me a little bit about your family. We didn't talk about that. So,
Oh, I'd love to brag on my family.
Please do.
Always brag on my family. I have 2 children. My daughter is a clinical psychologist living in Boston.
Oh,
and
cool.
My son lives here in Louisville with his wife. They're both public school teachers, very hardworking, wonderful, beautiful people. And they have my 2 granddaughters. They are the parents of my 2 granddaughters, Jane, who is 3, and Mitty, who is about 8 months old now.
You're a grandma?
I'm a grandma. I love it. It's my favorite job.
29.
Love being grandma. It's a blast.
It's the best.
Yeah. So I'm very lucky, and they've been very supportive of me and my work. And I think at times it was challenging for them. You know, mom's doing her voodoo. Mom's.
Believe it or not, it's funny that you say that. So I started, working in 1995 in hypnotherapy, and I'm in Stockton. Obviously, I didn't mention that, but I'm streaming here live from Stockton, California. I'm about 80 miles east of San Francisco. So you'd think that we would be very cosmopolitan here. No. This is a farm. It was at the time very agricultural, still is agricultural town. And when I first switched from real estate over to hypnosis, I had the weirdest reactions, people telling me it was devil worship and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, what? Haven't you ever heard of Tony Robbins?
Yeah.
And it was the funniest thing. So I'm still only one out of a handful of hypnotherapists here. So we don't have a whole bunch of it, but today is a completely different animal. Shelley talked about that last week.
Yeah.
I'm kind of almost nervous when people ask me what I do, because immediately it's like, oh, I want to do that, and I can only take I work part-time. Yeah. I work part-time. I see a few clients a week, work part-time because that's the way I like it.
Yeah. Great.
That is absolutely the way I like it. So I love that you said that. So my kids, growing up too, it's hilarious, especially when you get teenagers and you're like, they want to tell you how to do everything and blah, blah, blah. You're like, I think that I do that for a living, dude.
Yeah.
Change your thoughts, change your life, buddy.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun. But back then it was about networking and shaking hands and that sort of thing. Well, I have a question. I don't want to put you on the spot. I kind of mentioned this, I think, in one of my emails. Would you be willing to give us an experience?
Absolutely.
RISE?
Absolutely.
Oh, let's do it. We have
how much time do I have? Just so I can keep us within what we need. Pardon me?
How much time do you need? We still have
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. All right, let's do it. Do I need to do anything?
Just get comfortable. If you can turn off your phone or put it on airplane mode for a moment, turn off the light, maybe close the door. If you can, lay down. If you're sitting at a desk or in a chair or something, I don't know. I have a heavy head. When I do this, I like to rest my head and support my head. So get comfortable so that you don't have to hold yourself up. And then take a deep breath and just really feel your body settle into wherever it is that you're seated or resting. And as you sit there, look around and pick out 5 things that you see in your vision. And just notice 5 things. Notice the color and the texture of 5 things. And take another deep breath. And close your eyes. And then reach out and feel 4 things. It could be even your nail, your fingernail, your skin, your clothing. You don't have to reach out too far, but feel 4 things. And then listen for 3 sounds. Maybe you hear cars in the distance or people speaking in the distance. Just see the air conditioning or heating unit. See if you can pick up 3 sounds. And then 2 smells. Just if you can. Just notice. And then 1 taste. What does your mouth taste like right now in this moment? Take another deep breath. Let your body really sink deeper. Invite your body to let go of any muscle tension or stress that you're feeling. And I'd like you to imagine a field and look down at your feet. Notice where you stand. Notice the grass under your feet, or if there are leaves or dirt. Just notice where you're standing. And then look around you and notice the colors, the sights. If there are trees, notice the type of trees. If the sun is shining today, can you feel it on your skin? Or do you notice clouds in the sky? And if you notice clouds, what kind of clouds? Just notice. And then listen for any birds. Is the wind blowing? Do you feel it on your skin? Do you hear it whistling through the leaves? Just notice this beautiful field. And then off in the distance where the trees are, I'm going to count you down from 10 to 1. And with each number that I say, I'd like you to envision yourself taking a step back into the woods from this field. So just feel that right foot lift and take the step from 10 to 9. Your left foot to 8, to 7. Your 6th step. Your knees are getting very loose, limp, and relaxed. To 5, to 4. You're almost floating down this little path into the woods. To 3, 2, and 1. Now I'd like you to look and see that there's a big hole in the ground in front of you. Notice all the dirt mounded up around this hole. And around this hole, there are also boxes stacked up. These boxes represent things that are blocks to you right now. Some of the things you may know, maybe there are some things that you'd like to move, some energy and some habit and some imprint you'd like to move. Some of them you may not know. They may be a block, but you can't really name what that is, and it really doesn't matter. I'd just like you to walk around the hole in the ground, back in the woods here where we are, and start pushing those boxes into the hole. Any way you need to. Use your hands, use your feet, get out the equipment if you need to. Call in a friend. But get all of the boxes down into that hole. And I'm going to be quiet for a moment while you do that. Take your time. Be very thorough. And when you're ready, when that work is done, I'd like you to start taking the dirt that's around that hole and burying the boxes. Cover them completely and deeply with all the dirt that's there. Again, use your hands, use a shovel, use equipment, whatever you need, but bury those boxes. And again, when you are done in your time, I'd like you to stand up on that mound of dirt that you just created in burying the boxes. And I'd like you to stand there in the superhero pose with your fists on your hips, your legs in an A-frame, the crown of your head pointing up towards the sky, your spine very tall and erect. And feel your power. Feel the shift that you've made. Be grateful for taking these few moments to make a change in your life, to move some energy. And as you stand there in your power, feeling nice and strong, also consider, now that you've gotten rid of this old energy that no longer serves you, what would you like to have more of in your life? Now that you've moved this energy, how will you be different? How will you feel different? How will you act differently? How will people treat you differently? Be grateful and appreciative again of the work that you've just done. And feel that lightness in your body for having shed some of the weight and the stress of today. And whenever you're ready, in your own time, take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes.
Wow, that was amazing. I loved that visual. I was also looking at some of the chat here, Mary, but I was totally into it the whole time. It was beautiful. All right, very cool. We had a couple new people join us, so good to see you, Janie.
Right.
And some of your other friends, Terry. Really enjoying that. So that was beautiful. I love the whole visual of putting the boxes in the ground.
Thank you. And it's called a visualization suggestion. And I think sometimes we think that mentally we have to figure everything out to let it go. And I really love that scenario because it's not about figuring anything out. It's just about saying, okay, I'm done. You can go.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. It was beautiful. And then I like taking the power stance and just feeling your power. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Very empowering. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get huge value out of it, even in the replay later. So if you're watching live now, say hello and let us know where you are watching from. And if you're watching the replay, drop replay in the comments so we know. And Mary, if someone wanted to work with you or find out more about how they could work with you, what would you like them to do?
Go to my website. We are adding videos all the time. The podcasts get added as well. I'm also going to start writing some articles, the book announcement, everything will go through the website. So it's www.RISEHypnoticMeditation.com.
Yeah, and it's here in the lower thirds of our interview as well. So, and
feel free to email me through that or anyway. Mm-hmm.
They can email you. All right. So are you doing sessions at all one-on-one anymore? You said you weren't.
I'm doing some virtual sessions and locally I do some here, but I'm also very open to teaching workshops in your area. I love to travel. So if wherever you are in the country, if you have some friends you want to get together and do a workshop, I would love to do that. It is a 3-hour workshop to learn RISE. And in that 3 hours, you will master it. You know, I kind of talk less and less and back out more and more so that when you leave after the 3 hours, you'll know you have a tool that you can use for life.
What a great idea. And everyone, I don't care who you are, everyone and anyone can benefit from that.
Absolutely.
Whether you're
we all need help.
Professional athlete, you're a lawyer, a doctor, a county worker, whatever, everyone can benefit from learning the RISE technique. So give Mary a call or go to her website and get in touch with her. That is really cool. Well, I really enjoyed getting to know you, and I can't wait to meet you in person. We'll definitely have to have some fun.
Yeah, I love to hang out. Would love that, Susie.
And usually Ken Guzzo has a cocktail party or something by the pool. I will warn you, it is not cool in Las Vegas in August, okay?
Right. A lot of time by the pool.
It's a little humid, a little hot, but it's still fun. We have a great time. So I look forward to seeing you there. So thank you again. It's been such a pleasure. And we will be sharing this video recording as well. And we ask all of our participants and anyone who's had a chance to benefit from this to please tell your friends about it. Let them enjoy it too. So share it on your own profile, and we appreciate that. And so thanks, Mary, and I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So happy to have Mary here. That was the most awesome, beautiful experience. I absolutely loved it. And I'm so grateful to her for joining me today on Everything Hypnosis Expert Interview Series 2022. So just quickly, before we sign off today, I just want to share a little bit about what we're doing here at HypnoProfessional. As some of you know, that I am the founder of California Hypnosis Center and Academy since 1995. I've worked with thousands of clients in my business, and it's absolutely been, I'm so grateful. I can't even tell you how grateful I am, but I wanted to help other entrepreneurs to create success like I have had. And so HypnoProfessional was born about 10 years ago. And we're here to help you. So if you're struggling in your business, you're not sure how to connect the dots as far as your website, your social media, your newsletters, how to talk to clients, and how to help clients make good decisions to work with you if it's appropriate, and how to make that happen and facilitate that, I'm here for you. So reach out to me, private message, whatever. Hit the website, HypnoProfessional.com, and get a copy of the free ebook version of your 6-figure success system before it gets published, which is going to be happening soon, probably April now. And so a lot of exciting things going on. And again, visit Mary, go to her website and get her information and get her free book right now before it gets published, RISEHypnoticMeditation.com. We are so grateful that we had Mary here with us. And let's see here. I'm going to put this out here so you can see it. And join us next week. I have Tommy V is going to be our guest next week. I can't wait. He's a hoot. He's a stage hypnotist. We're going to have a lot of fun. So make sure and join me next week at the HypnoProfessional Everything Hypnosis with Suzie Bowers. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is angel activation time. That's why I picked that number. And I hope to see you then. All right. I love you. Bye.